So I don't really know if this tweet was really real or not. I had to do my fact check, but apparently this tweet was deleted from Mr. Vlad. You are tuned in to Mr. D.Rim on the ones and twos, the producer, the songwriter. But before I get started, make sure y'all hit like, make sure y'all hit share. So I saw this tweet pop up a couple weeks ago. Apparently it got deleted, but this is just a breakdown to me as a DJ responding to the biggest records right now that people have been saying it's not really good mixes. As an engineer, as a guy that produces records, as a guy that DJs at clubs, lounges, especially here in Las Vegas, I'm not about how music sounds. I'm about how music makes you feel. How does music make you feel? And we have been caught up in today's time where people are so concerned about the sound of the records and not about how it makes you feel. The feeling and the soul in music has definitely been lost. Right? That's why I'm very biased when it comes down to the California sound, the Cali records, the G-Funk records, because it wasn't about the rules of how it sounds. It was about breaking the rules to make the music feel good. So when you hear records like Not Like Us, which is the #1 record in the world, guys. It's the #1 record in the world. We've heard a lot of diss records that came out over the last few weeks, and it has not hit as hard as Not Like Us. We can sit here and say, oh, it's marketing behind it, but it's still the people that decide. A record gets played at clubs, the people decide. And let's just be honest, Not Like Us is a good, feel-good record for the West Coast, for the whole culture. So when you see things like this, I just tell producers, I tell engineers, I tell club DJs, understand music is about how it makes you feel. It's not about how it just sounds. Because trust me, there is millions of records, guys, that's out right now. As a club DJ, we have gotten into a lot of trouble because most places, they feel like when we play certain songs, it's like, dude, the bass is too loud. Take the bass out, it's gonna blow the speakers. Like, and we be sitting looking like it ain't us. But a lot of it has to do with a lot of these horrible mixes that's been coming out. But at the same time, it's not stopping people at the club from dancing, from having a good time, buying drinks, because it's really about how the music is making people feel. How it's making people just dance and move. And say the lyrics to every single word in the song. There's no rules to this game. There's no rules. There's no rules. As you guys can tell, there's a DJ that actually said that it needs a better mix. To the million people that have bought this record, honestly, tell you the truth, who cares? Nobody cares except for you. But everybody else, they don't care because it made them feel a certain way that they haven't felt in a long time. I said this in the last video. It's a certain feeling that DJs, people that come to the club, it's a feeling that we felt that we have not felt in a long time. And that's why when this record came out, it was a different type of feeling. It was a different type of response that we had versus all the diss records that came out, all the club records that's been out. We had something that's in BPM 102 that's danceable. We didn't care about the mix. We didn't care about who mastered it. We didn't care about what studio you went to. We don't care about if you use Pro Tools or Logic, which I'm gonna get into another video because a lot of people are always saying Pro Tools is the best. Listen, man, it doesn't matter what you use. If the record feels good, there's no rules to this game. There's no rules to how you make people dance. Just make people dance. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, there's bad mixes, there's good mixes, there's terrible mixes. Everybody doesn't mix records the same. You might hear a J. Cole record and his mix might be different than K-Dot's mix. K-Dot's mixes might be different than Drake's. Like, everybody doesn't mix the same. It's called being an artist. When you are an artist, you break the rules. That's part of being an artist. When you see a painter painting, they don't paint trying to follow the rules of what the last painter did. They're painting from freedom of expression. You have to be able to express yourself. We've heard records in the club that sounded distorted, that sound like, you know, what the hell is this? But every time it come on, people hit the floor dancing. People are twerking. People are doing whatever they do because they care about the feeling of the music. and we cannot knock that at all. So Not Like Us, in my opinion, we didn't pay attention to that. We just pay attention to the fact that when the beat dropped, when Mustard said his tag and Kendrick came in, bro, that's all we cared about was, oh, this shit feel good. If we doing this, which that's what we got to go back to, the head bop test, which we don't really do that. But if you doing this, you got them. I tell people, producers, if they're doing this or if they getting on the floor dancing, you got a record. If you as a club DJ, if you got people doing this the whole time, you got them. Stop worrying about mixes. Stop worrying about trying to be the perfect engineer. It doesn't exist. Because people have asked me, what do you feel about the mix on the song? Since this tweet was out, and I said, basically, music is not about overanalyzing. If you have to overanalyze a mix, then I feel like it's not a good song. But when a song first come on, the minute you feel it, it's a great song. Don't overanalyze everything. Because like I said, there's mixes that we play at clubs. I cringe a lot of the time when I hear certain records being played in the club, and I'm like, dude, did people even take a second listen to this? But at the same time, I can't be judgmental because it's taught me how to not be so judgmental and not to overanalyze my music. Because when you overanalyze, guess what? You are too afraid to put stuff out. And that's why a lot of people take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years to put music out, because you're too afraid about what people are gonna say. You overanalyze everything. You overthink a mix. You overthink the production. Just do it from freedom of expression. And you'll be like Kendrick. You be breaking records. You be #1 on Billboard, following your own rules and not everybody else's rules. So I hope I helped with people. This is like part 3, even though this is the conclusion of the Drake and Kendrick battle, because I keep talking about Not Like Us, but I hope this inspires a lot of you producers, engineers, and also club DJs like myself. So make sure you guys like, make sure you guys share this video, make sure you guys tell a friend, subscribe to your boy D.Rim, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Love y'all. Peace.